Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel today, and thank you for clicking on this video where we're going to talk about the past continuous. Now we're going to look at the past continuous in two ways. Firstly, we're going to look at it as a piece of grammar in its own right, a piece of grammar on its own. And secondly, we're going to look at how we can use it together with the past simple, which is one of the most common ways that we use it. Okay? So let's move on and we'll talk about how we look at the past continuous on its own. So if you see my nice little graphic here that's taken off my blog, you can see there's a good little explanation. We use the past continuous to talk about things that were taking place, that were ongoing at a fixed moment or for a fixed period of time in the past. Okay, so for example, in October of 2016, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were fighting to become the president. Key thing to remember here is that October 16th is in the past, but the action was continuing because their election didn't end until November. Okay, so it's in the past, but it's not actually finished, it's ongoing. Okay, so we can have some similar ones. At 8 o'clock last night, I was cooking dinner. That means I was in the kitchen, I was stirring the pot, or I was chopping vegetables. I was in the process of creating my food, but it wasn't finished. I wasn't at the point where I could eat it. Okay. I'm going to look at the second example next. It says at 7 this morning, I was reading the news on my tablet. That means I have my tablet in my hand and I'm reading, but I've not finished reading the news. Maybe I've got one or two more stories to read. And at 7 o'clock, that action's still going. Maybe at 7:10 or 7:15 it's finished, but at 7 o'clock it's still moving. Okay. If we look at the third one, at 9 o'clock I was playing video games with my friend. Possibly I played them until 9:30, 10 o'clock, even 11 o'clock. We have two other examples there as well. At 7:30 I was making my morning coffee, quite possibly after reading the news on my tablet. And at 2 o'clock on Sunday I was sitting at home. Okay, so that for a moment or a period of time in the past where an action was not finished, it was continuing, it was ongoing. Okay, but as I said earlier, we tend not to use the past continuous on its own so much. We often use it a lot with the past simple. So let's have a look. Let me scooch my way out from behind my little blog entry. And here we have a picture of China. Now I want you to imagine that you took a holiday in China last year. You went for 2 weeks. Okay. Now, one of the ways we use the past continuous, and specifically when we use it with the past simple, is to show that one action happened at the same time as another in the middle of that action. So for example, I go over to China for 2 weeks. During that 2 weeks, I visit the Great Wall. So the 2 weeks is longer than the day I spend visiting the Great Wall. So I would say while I was visiting China, longer action, I saw the Great Wall. Shorter action, that is finished. Okay. Now you can put these both way around. You can start with the continuous and finish with the simple, or you can start with the simple and finish with the continuous. It doesn't matter. The logic though is the same. So I can say I spent a lot of money while I was shopping. Shopping is for a long period. Spending the money can take me just 5 minutes inside that period. I started a fire while I was cooking. So I was cooking for 2 hours, but it doesn't take me 2 hours to start a fire. It takes just 1 minute to do something silly, to drop something, or to press the wrong thing on the cooker, and whoomph, my kitchen is on fire. Sadly, a very realistic example because I'm a terrible cook. Okay. I looked at Facebook while I was using my tablet. Maybe I'm looking at my tablet for an hour. Maybe I'm looking at it for 30 minutes. And maybe I'm only looking at Facebook for 5 minutes. So I've got 30 minutes on my tablet and 5 minutes looking at Facebook during that 30 minutes. Okay. I sat and waited while my mother was sewing my jeans. So my mother's going to take 2 hours to sew my jeans or an hour to sew my jeans. And maybe for 20 minutes of that time, I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait. So basically it means there's a longer action that's going on, that's ongoing, and a shorter action that happens inside it. Okay, I hope that's nice and clear. I think the graphics are pretty and hopefully explain things very well. Okay, I hope you'll be tuning in soon to some of my other grammar blogs and some of my other videos right here on YouTube. Okay, everybody, have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.